Hello you good people out there, it's Graham again, and this video film is all about the magic coils that have arrived. So you can see the 13-inch that we've already done some testing on, which I was really impressed with. That coil will tick a lot of boxes for people that want to detect on clean pasture, for ground coverage and depth. It's great depth on the machines I've tested it on. I'm really impressed with that. However, I've used it last couple of sessions. I've had roaming with it, I've had hammered with it, the last hammered you've seen on the video, but that was on stubble. Okay, it was broken down stubble, but it was also on rough plough. So I'd like to get that out on clean pasture, which I should be able to do next week, fingers crossed. So that will tick a lot of boxes for clean pasture, clean open ploughed land, nice and flat and firm. However, the 9x13 magic here hopefully will be my coil of choice, purely because it ticks the boxes dimensions wise. 9x13 will be perfect for me on most fields and sites. And then we've got the 5x8, which will be hopefully impressive in amongst the iron, habitational sites, Roman sites, etc. So let's have a look how we get on with these coils on the test bed. There they are. And there's some interesting tests coming up, folks, for you to watch here, so stay tuned on this film. We've got one with the tiniest, smallest gold coin you'll ever see. I think, if I'm right, it's the smallest gold coin ever made. And we're going to see if we can do an iron separation test with these coils on. Most machines, I have to say, most machines don't get it. They don't pick it up. But the G2 Plus should, next to the nail, or as nearest to the nail as we can possibly get it. And let's see how we get on with the Eurotech as well, with the 9x13 on. We're not expecting too much with such a small, tiny gold item, but you never know. Stay tuned. We're back again, everybody, with the Eurotech Pro and the 9x13 Magic. Let's give it a go in amongst the iron on the test bed. And remember, folks, this test bed here is a different one. It's we've made two actually. This one is better in so much as it's crammed with iron. So it's not giving an everyday test like some of you guys out on clean pasture or clean ploughed land. This is crammed with iron fragments, iron nails, and also coins and artifacts buried between. So it's sort of giving us a scenario of a site, Roman site, medieval site, etc., which a lot of you guys will come across from time to time. So busy site, as we call them. So straight away, she's hitting a slightly deeper target, and rejecting the iron. You can see the iron coming up in the top right, sorry, top left. Picking the sweet targets up, the coins, and you can hear it gliding over the iron. Flashing up iron. Great little indicator on the Eurotech Pro. What I could do with this is a longer stem, because I'm slouching over because I've got the standard stem. With me being tall, it gives me a bit of backache, unfortunately. Probably age more than anything. But look at that. Great on the targets. Really good. Really pleased with it. And do you know what? The balance on this is really good. 9x13, it feels like it's just a standard 11. I like it already. And of course, the manufacturer of Magic have put an extra few inches on the coil cable, so you're not left short. So you guys that put the longer, lower stems on are going to be fine with it. Plenty of room on the coil cable. Rejecting the iron and picking up the sweet stuff in between. Not a problem. This is where it becomes really iron infested. Picking them up beautifully. Great little test. Great little test. Impressed already with it. Banging the targets out and rejecting the iron, gliding over the iron fragments at the same time. Bye bye iron. Right, on to the next test. Next one is the Magic 5x8 on the G2 Plus. Stay tuned. Here we are back again, everybody, with the G2 Plus and the Magic 5x8. Ground balanced it, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Great little balance on the coil, not a great deal of weight to it, although you do know there's something on the end, which is handy. What else can I say about it before we start off? As I said, ground balance perfect, same settings as normal, the V-brake in the 30s. Don't have to have a great deal of sensitivity on this test, don't have to have it maxed out or anything like that. So let's give it a go. Straight away, rejecting the iron, as you can hear, and picking up the targets. Gliding. Do you know what? This will be great, this coil. Really good for these medieval and Roman sites. It'll get right in amongst the iron. Already I'm impressed with it. Just sliding away. Picking up the coins. Really sweet, really sharp. That's so sharp. I mean, the G2 Plus is just a phenomenally quick machine and sensitive machine. With this little coil on, you're going to be able to get into areas where you've not been able to detect in the past. Perfect. That's in the muck, right next to the iron. You can hear it grunting, and then you come to the coin right next to it. Perfect, absolutely perfect. What a great little coil this is going to be. Solid little performer. Not an issue, folks. And believe me, we've brought some machines on here that are popular. I'm not going to name them because it's disrespectful to do that. But we've brought some machines on here that cannot pick up some of the coins and they just go mental around the iron. It's just an absolute nightmare. This thing is as sharp as a knife. Just beautiful. Absolutely perfect. Now, you've got to remember, this isn't about ground coverage. This coil is all about separation, getting in amongst the iron, getting them coins and artifacts out. I think it'll be a winner. That's absolutely perfect for this G2 Plus. And it's a deep little bugger as well. I did an earlier test. I didn't get a chance to video. I may do it on this video later. But it's a deeper seeking coil, or a deeper punching coil than I realised. So on to the next test, folks. We're going to do a hammered coin test next to a bit of iron. Okay, stay tuned. Back again, everybody. This time we've got a hammered coin, which is the same one as I found last week, the little Lizzie 3p, next to a medieval iron nail that we pick up off the site's eyes only. Let's have a go with a Magic 5x8. We shouldn't have a problem with this, should we? Yeah. Reject. Picking the hammer up all day long. That far apart, you're not going to have a problem. A lot of machines will do that. No problem with a bit of silver. Let's go closer, folks. Let's go there. An inch or so away. That's the trouble, isn't it? Clumsy bugger. Hitting the nail. Yeah, look at that. These coils are going to be a winkle on these machines. Are going to be a winkle out, hammered right next to the iron. Look at that. Not a problem, is it? And if we move the hammer completely away, just so some of you cynical people out there might be thinking, oh, hang on a minute, what's going on here? We don't know what signal the nail gives. That's what signal the nail gives. So let's see how far we can actually get this nail, and let's see what sort of positive signal we can get with it laying right next to it. Now look at that, it's touching it, shrouded by that bend on the nail. As I said, I'd be surprised if we have a problem, and we don't. Now then, look at this. I'm lifting the coil up 6 inches and it's picking it up. I know you're going to say it's going to be an air depth test. It's not the same as, but this is giving a good indication how good this coil is. That's deep. Look at that. Look at that. Can I actually show you guys? And then we go down, up. What a little beauty. So that's going to be a winner, folks. That coil is going to do the business for me. There she is. Now then, should we ever go with the Eurotech and the 9B13? I mean, you're not going to get the results as good as that because it's a bigger coil, but let's give it a go. Hi everybody, back with the, let me just make sure I'm not going to drop that phone. Back with the Magic 9B13 Eurotech Pro. Hammered coin nail test. Shouldn't have a problem that far apart, should it? No. Grunting round the nail. Iron, as you can see on the screen. Hammering the hammered. Not a problem. Let's go a bit nearer. Let's go that far. Lifting the coil up. Having it. Got to be 6 inches again. 5-6 inch. Not a problem. Impressive. But it is an impressive little machine. Let's go really close, shall we? Should we go that close again? I don't know if it'll pick it up, but we'll give it a go. Remarkable. Not a problem. Lifting it up, you can hear the grunts coming in as I'm lifting that coil up 5-6 inches, so you're going to expect that. But, you know what, surprised me. Yeah. Grunts were coming in, it was having it at the start, and then the grunts started coming in, picking the nail up, and the nail was shrouding the coin a little bit, but right in the centre of that coil, it's as sweet as anything. Bloody hell, really impressed with that. Right, on to the next, everybody. Let's give this next one a go. Right, everybody, this is going to be a rather controversial test because it is with the smallest gold coin ever made. Believe it or not, it's something like a 13th or a 14th of a sovereign, or an eighth of a sovereign. It's something like that. I got it purely for this test, these sort of tests. Tiniest little gold coin of Elizabeth, look. 2018, you can see the back of it. Look at the size of it. Tiny, solid gold. But imagine if these were in circulation. Now, we've done some tests with a couple of, well, 3 or 4 machines. Some of them really recent machines out, and you put it next to a nail and it won't pick it up. It's so small. But the G2 Plus, believe it or not, does. I'll give you an idea. So we'll put the coin down. I've backed the sensitivity off on the machine. No point in maxing it out. So I picked it up all day long without the presence of any iron near it or any nail. So we put the nail, whatever the nail is, let's get it out. There it is. We'll put it right next to it here. Now, we've had the coin about this far apart. From some machines it doesn't pick it up, does not pick it up whatsoever. I'm not going to name them because it's, like I said before, people have spent a lot of money on their favourite machines, and to disrespect people and machines like that is just not good practice. So I'm not even going to do, well, I could do a video on it, like, but it might get myself into a bit of bother with the manufacturer. But let's have a look. That's so close. Tiniest coin, remember. Now, the numbers, if you looked on before, they were in the 70s when it was on its own. Now next to the iron, still picking, you can see the low grunts, but the numbers are jumping all over the place, really low numbers. 30s, 20s. Now then, people are going by numbers on the G2 Plus and they're digging, they're getting numbers like that on the screen. They're not going to dig it, so it's crucial when you're in amongst the iron, just go by the tone only. So watch. Look how low they are. Bloody amazing. So tones are crucial, folks. But that is an amazing test. That shows you the capabilities of the G2 Plus. Like I said, I'm not going to name them. Some of these machines out there just do not pick that up. They just cannot get anywhere near that gold coin. In fact, we've got one particular machine that everybody raves about. It's been out for quite some time and it just does not do the business. It doesn't pick it up. So there you go, folks. Impressive. Now then, I'm going to have to be careful I don't lose that bugger. I'm going to put it there. Just so you know it rejects. It's impressive, eh? What do you think of that then? Tiniest little bloody thing going. I don't know if you've found that useful, everybody. It's certainly useful for us to do these tests. It's giving you some idea of what goes on out here in the world of Unearthed. I'm hoping to do some more testing of these coils. I want that 9B13 next on the G2 Plus, so I can squeeze it in right now at the end. So watch this space. I'll be back in a second. Back yet again, folks, again with the 9B13 G2 Plus time. As you can see, the sensitivity is backed off a little bit. I don't need it on full whack. What's the point? Detecting amongst all the iron. We want to get, we don't want to be putting a full beam on in the fog, do we? So let's give it a go. Normal settings. Yeah. Sharp. Banging the targets over and rejecting the iron as it does so well. This isn't a problem, this test. Great test bed, full of iron and coins and bits are mixed in, but not a problem. Now I've gone on about this coil, haven't I, quite a bit already, 9B13. I think it's going to be perfectly matched for these sites that I detect on. However, to testing that 5x8, that is going to come into its own. Both these coils are going to come into its own. I'll probably use these more than the 13. I've got to be honest. 13 will tick a lot of boxes for people, but it won't be my favourite. Life isn't about all these big coils, folks, is it? If I'm detecting on iron laden sites, I want the best coil possible to do the job. Not a problem. Rejecting the iron, very stable. I have to say I didn't do a video of my ground balance in it, but it was perfect. Factory reset before I put it on. Ground balanced straight away, never an issue. And the depth is decent. So yeah, happy. Just glides over the iron. I think it's going to be a winner for the G2 Plus and Eurotechs. Probably T2, F75s, on them sort of machines. Golden Master doing for Garrett's, Mine Lab. I think they're going to tick a lot of boxes for people, folks. Very well made, very strong, resilient, powerful, sensitive coils. On to the next test before we disappear. You must be thinking I'm mad coming out in all this snow, but it's bloody hands are dropping off. But it's crucial that we do the right tests. So catch you guys very soon. Back to the separation test. Hammered coin. I'll zoom in because some of you guys might be asking if it's hammered coin. It's exactly the same. Lizzie 3p. Iron nail. Let's push it out into the light. Yeah. Didn't have a problem with this test today. So, not a problem. Get a bit closer. Right close on it. As you can see, it sounds like I'm rushing it, but I'm not. Well, my dinner is ready, so I probably am. Lifting it up. Has it at depth as well, look at that. Brilliant. Not a problem, folks, with that, is it? It's just so good that you know, these coils are doing the business. So before we disappear, I'll take that off there and put it on right in that corner. In fact, I won't. I'll stick it in my pocket. Just give the iron rejection so you guys are not thinking. There's a bit of a buzz, high-pitched buzz going on in there, but nothing. Pick the nail out the way. Bit of iron underneath by the sounds of it. Nothing. So there you go, folks. Not a bad test. I'm going to do one with that gold coin. I don't think it'll have it right next to the nail with that. Is it worth doing? Maybe next time. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody.